Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following board minutes: executive meeting minutes, April 5th, 2023, regular public meeting minutes, April 26th, 2023, and executive meeting minutes, April 26th, 2023.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All the minutes are accepted.
Any communications?
No communications.
Madam Superintendent, I do have a communication to share with the board this evening. I shared one last month as well, and not to be the Grim Reaper, but I do have to pass along the very sad news again this month. Former superintendent from North Brunswick has passed. Dr. Ed Leopard has passed away. Dr. Leopard had reached the age of 88. Dr. Leopard was superintendent, and I don't know the exact years, but it was sometime he joined the district in the late 80s and probably left the district sometime in the 90s. He was superintendent when I graduated high school. He probably holds the distinction of being one of the very few superintendents, if not the only superintendent, who actually lived in North Brunswick and was able to be superintendent here. Not a disparaging comment at all of the current superintendent or any other superintendents that we've had, but he did live here, he attended church here, he engaged himself in the community here, he was a lovely man, and I just wanted to express on behalf of all of us our condolences to his wife Fran of 67 years. He had moved down to Manchester in his retirement, his kids, his grandkids, his great-grandkids over the years, so just wanted to pass along some sad news. Any old business or new business before we go to our administrative report?
No, sir.
Administrative report.
Thank you. Good evening to all our families, guests, and viewers here tonight. As we wrap up the month of May, I would like to recognize that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Here in North Brunswick Township Schools, we have worked hard to support the mental health of our students and staff at a time when reports are that more and more students are suffering from anxiety and depression. Our Rebound program is in its second year and continues to support students with weekly Wellness Wednesday activities, student mental health screenings 3 times a year, and clear, targeted, tiered support for student and staff well-being. The district has trained over 160 staff members as youth mental health first aid responders, and it is clear that we must continue to address mental health so that we can focus on our student learning. If your child or someone in your family needs mental health support, please reach out to our school counselors or administrators who can help direct you to the proper resources, and additional information is available on our website on our Health and Wellness page. Congratulations to our student representative, Gerard Montero, who was the recipient of the NJPSA Student Leadership Scholarship this week. He was honored at the New Jersey Principal and Supervisors Association with a $2,500 scholarship. Deal. The remaining spring concerts will be held in the high school auditorium at 7 p.m. on the following dates: May 25th, Linwood School; June 1st, John Adams; June 5th, Livingston Park; and June 9th, Parsons. Please remember that schools will be closed on Monday, May 29th in honor of Memorial Day, and Tuesday, May 30th as a snow day give back. We will also be closed on June 6th, which is Election Day, as a final give back for snow days and emergency days. The last day of school is June 20th, and graduation is June 21st at the Jersey Mike Arena at Rutgers University. That is it for my report this evening, Mr. President.
Thank you. Student report.
Hi everybody. So starting off, the SGO held its final PEP week this April 24th to 28th, where, same as always, students participated in various PEP days, and we culminated with our spring pep rally, where we honored the spring athletes and held our class competitions. And of course, the senior class won the Spirit Cup for their final year at NBTHS.
Yes, hello again. On May 5th, the Latin American Club held their event Somos Uno, which means we are one, which was a Latin American cultural festival devoted to spreading the knowledge and fun attributes of their culture. It was well planned and it was an amazing event.
And then on May 12th, the Mediterranean Club held their annual innovation show. I'm sad Dr. Patel wasn't here to be able to attest to that. But it was made up of skit, various dances, and a fashion show, highlighted all aspects of the culture, and was the most attended event in history for us, and almost 1,000 people in the auditorium.
Yes, and Gerard did an amazing job dancing, I must say. And on May 19th, the class of 2024, held their junior prom at the Pines Manor with the theme A Night in Greece. It was a lovely evening with over 200 members of the junior class attending.
And last, this evening, actually right before this meeting, was the class of 2023 senior barbecue where there were food trucks and games, all those attended, but that is all in the spirit of President.
Thank you very much. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is the last meeting you guys are coming to, right?
True.
So on behalf of all of us, so your job is to keep us informed on what's going on in the school. You guys have gone above and beyond this year. You've done a great job with your diligence and your reporting. You're just being here. You're inspirational reporting to us. Second to none. So thank you. We really appreciate your being here and keeping us informed of what's going on in high school. You'll be missed next year, but best of luck to you in college. I can't believe I'm saying that to you, Mr. Levy. But to both of you, you guys have been rock stars for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now we'll go to our committee reports. Let's start out with HR.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Human Resources Community Relations Committee met on Wednesday, May 17th, to discuss various personnel and community topics. Again, for those on the agenda tonight who are resigning or retiring, and the plethora of folks who were here before, the board wants to thank you for your service and wishes you well in your retirement. As of last Wednesday, there were 38 certificated support staff openings in the district for current openings and ones for the 2023 and 24 school year. Openings have been posted on our website and on social media. And our administrative team attended a number of virtual job fairs as they continue to recruit staff, and as you can see in the agenda today, have been making great strides in finding the right personnel for our district. And just as a highlight for our millions of viewers, between our May 10th board conference agenda and tonight's agenda, the district has been able to hire 2 high school science teachers, a few specialized preschool certificated staff, as well as a new TV media production teacher for middle school. They're all included in our new hires for today's agenda. So we would like to welcome them and all of our new hires to the district. We also discussed any upcoming leaves of absences and how those positions are being filled. And Mrs. Kita is planning to share the overall district results of the New Jersey Sky Climate Survey with the board in the June meeting. And I do want to thank Mrs. Kita and all of our school and admin teams for their efforts in looking into our school climates and taking necessary steps to move our schools forward. And that's it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nguyen. Dr. Patel is the chair of our curriculum committee. She's not able to be with us tonight. Mr. Ali has graciously stepped up and taken one for the team. He's going to report out on our committee.
Okay, good evening. So the Education Committee, we met on Wednesday, May 17th. We discussed a lot of great things that are happening. So to start, just everybody's most fun area of school is assessments and grants. So we are awaiting our allocation of ESEA grant allocation from the state. And this allocation serves our district and as well as all of the students that are from North Brunswick that are in non-public schools, so help with busing and some other things. We're also going over we went over our NJSLA testing, which was completed by May 19th, with the exception of makeup tests, and those will be a little later, and testing is going well right now. Our Summer Academy and Summer Institute will take place between July 5th and August 3rd, which will be at the middle school. And right now, our staff, we're just finalizing up who all is going to be the staff, and teachers right now are in the process of making recommendations for students who they think should be in Summer Academy. So right now, the process is just going pretty smooth. There's no people or personnel updates for curriculum, instruction, technology. So we have some good news. So Learning Forward Academy, we have a few teachers that were accepted and got grants. So Miss Dawson, Miss Whalen, and Miss Morales, they were all accepted into the program. And Miss Whalen and Miss Morales, they received a scholarship. So let's give them a hand of applause. Right? So that's great. And then for our curriculum, we had some updates and some revisions. So for our college prep English 1 and English 2 and English 3, we did curriculum overviews and updates. And then for our College Prep English 4, we have a few classes of world literature. We did a curriculum overview for them. Our Myth and Monsters curriculum overview. And for our last one in for College Prep is race, class, and gender curriculum overview. And then for advanced placement, we did some language and composition curriculum overviews, and as well as our literature and composition curriculum overviews. And then as well as we have some updates about some great news. Our kindergarten class of 2023 and 2024, they were selected to be a part of the United States Department of Education Early Childhood Longitudinal Study. So they will be following our students from Judd Elementary and to see how they compare against other students around the country in performance. So this will start in September, so that's really great for us. We got selected. And then for our pre-kindergarten, we are doing a new assessment starting this year, and the assessment is to help us better screen for ESL services going to kindergarten. So that will be May 20th through 25th at our North Brunswick, the Early Education Center, Oscillero, Light Bridge. And for kindergarten, we will be having a presentation at the middle school on June 1st at 6 p.m. So this will be for new kindergarten parents at the school, at the middle school. And then for our SOAR Gifted and Talented program, which is going to be our new True North partnership, a new addition. So we are looking to work with community partners to get them involved and have them mentor some of our students in district. Hopefully we get some local partners just so they can see what we're doing and we can create those bonds and just have that community synergy. And lastly, we went over our STEM Pathways Ecosystem Grant, which we will be getting $50,000 to help renovate and just upgrade some of our STEM and some of our programs that we're doing. And that departments are doing a lot of great work, so that's amazing. And it just really, in this program also is like a larger program. So because we got this grant, we're going to be a part of this larger group of communities and schools that are working in this program. So there's going to be a lot of sharing. And we will be a part of New Jersey State House STEM Showcase. There's a video that we highlighted some of our teachers. So Miss Jessica Skelton and Miss Caitlin Ramos, she's a student. So they went over what she did in their project. And for Judd School, there will be one extra bilingual section for the 2023-2024 school year. And the last thing, we went over policies. We did second readings of policies, which you will see attached on the table, or you can find on the agenda at a later time. So that's all to report from the Education Committee, and thank you.
Nice job. Our Business Operations Chair, Ms. James, also couldn't be with us tonight, so standing in, taking over the team again, Mr. Carter.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Business Operations Committee met on Wednesday, May 17, 2023. We discussed operations, facilities, finances, and proposed policies up for first and second reading. Our ESIP Energy Savings Program is officially closed with the final payment being reflected on tonight's agenda. As an update to our last report on what's taking place at the high school, finalizing the roof requires the glass to be cut off, so the district is timing that for this final detail to be completed. The security booth, which was recently installed, required some final details for that project to be concluded. The 10 HVAC units that are being recommissioned will take place a couple at a time over the summer. Those have been scheduled. The science labs remain an ongoing project with a timeline put in place for those important action items like moving materials out so that the work can be completed. As to Linwood, on tonight's agenda, there's a recommendation to award the roof bid to the successful bidder of that RFP. Also, the campus admin HVAC work is slated to begin in early July. We are pleased to report that at the elementary schools, all HVAC work is complete. We last reported on the district's application for the ROD, the Regular Operating District Grant to NJ Schools Development Authority, which would alleviate at least 40% of the financial burden for the important work that the district needs to undertake in certain project categories. We await word on whether our application will be approved. The committee discussed personnel insofar as there will be separate supervisor positions for the work of transportation, maintenance, and operations. We last reported that an RFP would be open for our food service provider. The awardee is also listed on tonight's agenda. The Department of Human Services offers Pandemic EBT, which is a program to help purchase food for school-aged children who are eligible to receive free or reduced price school meals. A free and reduced meal status for the 22-23 school year is the primary criterion for the 2023 Summer EBT benefits. To ensure families considered for these benefits, the deadline for completing a free and reduced application will be June 30th. New applications are not required for those families who have already been approved or directly certified for free or reduced meals for the 22-23 school year. For those who have not completed the free and reduced lunch application or have not been approved, it is very important to have this form filled out to determine if you too would qualify for this additional benefit. The free and reduced lunch application is available on our district website, as well as a hard copy available in district. Please check with your school's main office. The committee discussed a request that was brought to the board last month seeking to use our baseball and softball fields. That conversation included numerous variables and considerations for the district, such as liability concerns, wear and tear, equipment, terms and conditions that would need to be delineated, staffing, and a cost-benefit analysis. And unfortunately, at this time, opening up such fields to outside groups and teams is not feasible. The committee had its second reading of policies regarding board member trading, remote meetings during a declared emergency, reimbursement of federal grant expenditures, federal awards and internal controls, federal funds, and our policy on contracts for goods and services that are funded by federal grants. The committee took up policy 8612 for first reading, which deals with the rates for daycare transportation. As the budget for fiscal year 24 has been submitted, the district will informally encumber funds as set forth under the budget via a letter of intent, promise to pay, so that vendors are assured that payment will be forthcoming for certain goods and services in a timely manner, so that the district can receive the goods and services that it needs at the commencement of the 23-24 school year. All of these items are noted on pages 28 and 29 of your agenda. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
Yep.
Nice job filling in, you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ms. Took, would you take item 9 to approve?
Yes, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion to approve the administrative, student, and committee reports.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All the reports are accepted.
Okay, so at this point, we'll review tonight's agenda. Same as always, we've received this on email. Anything that would have changed from when we received it earlier in the week to now would be in bold print. So with that, we'll begin, and we're already on page 3. So starting on page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, page 10, page 11, page 12, page 13, page 14, page 15, page 16, page 17, page 18, page 19, page 20, Page 21. Page 22. Page 23. Page 24. Page 25. Page 26. Page 27. Page 28. 29. Page 30. Mentioned policy readings. Page 31. And page 32. Any further questions on tonight's agenda? Hearing none from the board, at this point we'll open it up to the public for questions only pertaining to the agenda for this evening. We'll ask that you please sign in, state your name, and you'll have 3 minutes.
Good evening, Charlie Prattville. I wanted to ask first, is this the appropriate time to make a comment on attachment 4?
If it's on the agenda, yes, sir. Great. Can you just make sure that microphone is on? Thank you.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Great.
Sir, can you address for the record too?
Sure. Charlie Prattville. I live in the great city of New Brunswick, and I'm the editor of New Brunswick Today, community newspaper, available online at newbrunswicktoday.com. I understand the district does its own substitute teachers. That's correct. You don't have a contractor that you. And I guess I'll just cut to the chase. I'm here because I noticed the name of a former New Brunswick police lieutenant who resigned in disgrace on this list here of substitute teachers for 2023-2024. And I did send you email earlier today and copied the other board members on it. I just want to confirm that you got it. Did you receive my email? You did. Great.
Mr. Credible, I'm just going to pause your time for 1 second and just obviously remind you, I know you know that you're an experienced guy. You and I have worked together in other communities before, but I just want to remind you of the fact that you're speaking about someone the board's unable to speak about personnel matters, as you're squarely aware, but also that individual isn't here to defend himself. And so I'm just, obviously I'm not your attorney, I'm the board's attorney, but for the public good, I just want to warn you that obviously this individual has rights, and including the right to not be defamed, and I want to make sure that that's clear to you as you proceed, and so pause your time while I said that.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney, and it is good to see some familiar faces here tonight. Not a resident, but I do spend a lot of time here. I have a lot of friends here, and I do care about the school system here and in my home city of New Brunswick. And so I wanted to draw all of your attention to an article that we published at New Brunswick Today on June 22nd, 2020. It's titled, "Commander of Domestic Violence Unit Used NBPD Phone to Stalk Woman." And I'll just summarize the main points. Is police in charge of handling domestic violence at school matters used a city-owned cell phone to stalk and harass a young woman, sending her lewd pictures taken at police headquarters. He admitted to calling the woman 43 times in a single day, and sent images to the woman showing himself in his underwear and in the nude. And this gives me great concern about the potential of this person to be teaching in any school system in any capacity. And so I just simply wanted to raise that concern and hopefully learn more about how this ended up happening and what will be done about it. And I understand that you may need some time to do your due diligence, but I did want to raise it because I see it's on the agenda tonight for the substitute teachers 2023 to 2024. And would definitely encourage you to do due diligence on this matter.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public this meeting? Anybody else from the public this evening pertaining to agenda items? Seeing none, would someone please move to close this portion of the public meeting?
I motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
There's a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Mr. Wen, would you please move on item 13, consent agenda?
Sure, I'd like to make a motion to approve the following consent agenda items: personnel 1 and 2, curriculum 1 and 2, miscellaneous, financial items 1 to 3, policy and transportation 1 and 2.
Second.
Any further discussion, and that'll take us all the way to page 2. Hearing none, we'll get a roll call, please.
Yes. Mr. Ali?
Yes.
Mr. Carter?
Yes.
Ms. Keefe?
Yes.
Mr. Legori?
Yes.
Ms. Toth?
Yes.
And Mr. Wynn?
Yes.
All the motions have been accepted and approved.
Thank you. We are page 32, item 16, public session on any matter. If anyone would like to discuss any matter with the board agenda or not, now would be your opportunity. Same rules apply. Seeing none, would someone please move to close this public portion of the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This public session is closed.
We somehow have no closed session this week, folks, so we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.
Thank you, everybody. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night. Thank you.
Gentlemen, please take your name tags.